Hey, what's up? This is Mia, and welcome to Food Prep Project number 3, Preserving Onions and Peppers. So, let's begin. Green peppers and onions, the veggies of champions. A joyous occasion when I am making meals like meatloaf, and a compliment to mushrooms and spinach when you add a kiss of garlic powder. In our house, it is a staple, at least to me, and since I had so many, I didn't want them to waste. Now, there are many ways to preserve this dynamic duo, such as dehydrating and pickling, but today we are going to focus on freezing. Why? Because this is the simplest way to preserve your veggies and eat them too. Anywho, let's start with the materials. It's real simple. You will need a cutting board, some bowls, a knife, Ziploc bags, and a permanent marker. Take time out to clean your veggies by running them under some warm water and rubbing off any dirt. After washing all the veggies, make sure that you allow them to dry for a few minutes before you cut them. So the first veggie we're going to start with are peppers. I made sure that I cut off all tops and pulled all the seeds and white flesh out of the core. Now, with the tops, you can cut off as much of the pepper around the stem as you want, or you can throw it in your compost bin. Me personally, I did a little bit of both. As for the seeds, you can preserve those for your garden next year. After I removed the top and the seeds, I started to cut the pepper into slices. Now, there is a variety of ways you can cut your peppers. They can be sliced, diced, or kept whole for stuffed peppers. In this video, I'm just going to slice and dice mine because it works well with the recipes that I'm using them for. What type of peppers do we use, Mia? I don't just feel free to use a variety of sweet bell peppers. Just keep in mind that when it's green, it has more of a mild bitter flavor, but as it ripens to yellow or red, it becomes sweeter. Now, another thing about freezing peppers and onions is that you don't need to blanch them. In other words, dip them in hot water. They will do fine by simply just being put in a Ziploc bag. Once we're done with that, let's go ahead and move on to our next veggie, the onion. So to remove the brown skin, I cut off the top and the bottom of the onion and made a little cut on the side that was deep enough to go through the first layer. After that, I cut the onion in half and broke them apart. Quick tip about onions. If you are very sensitive to the smell, try to put it in the refrigerator for a few hours before cutting. This can help reduce the impact that it can have on your eyes, and as always, do not touch your face when cutting an onion. It can make you cry. Now that everything is cut and ready, it was time to dice up some and leave some in slices. This honestly didn't take much time at all, but I must admit, this was oddly therapeutic. While you're waiting on me to finish my therapeutic session with dicing up my veggies, if you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay updated on new videos. It is time for storage. Make sure that when you are preparing your Ziploc bag, you write the name of the veggies, date, and the way they are cut on the bag. Since I use both green peppers and onions simultaneously, I decided to mix them together before freezing. After you bag them, make sure that you squeeze all the air out as much as possible, close them up, and lay them flat. This will help with storage in your freezer, and it will prevent the food from becoming one big brick. And after you get everything in the bag, you get the air squeezed out and everything's labeled, you are done. Lay those bad boys flat and stick them in the freezer. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And to stay updated with any upcoming videos, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. As always, you have an awesome day and stay supertastic.